Okay, good morning, everyone. At this time, we just have a silent prayer, and then we'll do the pledge and start.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, public comment. Carol, I see your name on here. Henry will speak for us. Okay, I was kind of worried.
Again, about the Cades Mill Covered Bridge, before. But today I had several officers from the Historic Committee and the Fountain County Arts Council. We did get a proposal from PS Engineering, much lower than the USI proposal, to do the engineering study to repair the Cades Mill Covered Bridge, to obtain necessary environmental and DNR permits, give us an estimate of repair cost, prepare a bid package, select bidders, and do work inspection. This was about 35% of the adjusted study the USI gave us. So our group wants to pay USI to do the engineering work. And I guess what we're here for.
BS or USI?
BS,
Yeah, you said USI.
sorry,
That's all right.
BS, to do the engineering work up to, getting a good estimate of the repair work. But then if we have the private money and some help from the county, we'll bid the job. I know we can't expect any money until we accept, a legal bid. But we're here, we go ahead and pay for the engineering study and all that. Will the county at least approve the 43,000 a year the county council set up in 20 that put money in 21, 22, and 23? That should be 130,000 if we do it in 23.
Okay. To understand. Let me go there. Okay, so every year the council did increase that rate to bridge for approximately 30 to 40,000 dollars property tax dollars.
We were told it was 43.
Well, I don't know the exact figure, but anyway, it was somewhere between those figures because we had used that figure for the clerk's office for voting issues. Okay. To understand the budgeted money from year to year, it doesn't just stay in a separate pot and just build year after year. It stays in the Q Bridge Fund. Now, money needs to be budgeted and the council needs to approve that in order to be, for you to use those funds from year to year. So I think there's a misunderstanding of when we do collect those dollars, it's just going in there, but it could be used for other things for Q Bridge, not just for the cable. Okay.
Are you saying that some of the money has been used?
The money is sitting in the fund. I don't think it's been budgeted to be used for anything at this time. Because you have to have so much money in that fund in order for DLGF to approve what you're wanting to use out of it. They won't let you use 100% of whatever funds are in there. If that makes sense. If there's $100,000 in the fund and you budget for 100,000, it's not going to get approved. You might get approved for budgeting 50,000 to 75,000 because they want a cushion of money in that fund.
So at least a part of that could be approved for 20.
That's correct. I just wanted you to be clear that it's not like a separate checking account and that every year we're putting 40,000 and we're setting aside for you. Okay.
Okay.
I just want that to be clear.
But if we go through the study, pay for it in 23 or 24, then we could come to the county after we bid it and we would approve some type of money.
That would be really negotiated with the council, because we're gonna be the ones that's going to appropriate this kind of funds. Yes, we could pass it along to them and say, yes, we're in favor of this, but that allocation of money is really gonna be up to the council.
Right.
Of how much money they allocate from that fund to you guys specifically. So it would be best to meet with both of us at that point, well, us and then them, separately to get their thoughts. You know, we are going through a budget process here in a relatively short time frame. So it would be a good time to give it to council and see their thoughts on that allocation. So we can bring up.
Well, I thought we already did this study, for USI, did a study, and we paid for it. Is that not true?
For what? Yeah, that's.
Well, they did a proposal,
Okay,
but they had like 126,000 to do the engineering.
We have to understand there is going, could be county money in this, and they need to bid it. As a,
That's why there's money in here for soliciting, or for
okay,
writing the
Just wanted to
bids,
make sure.
soliciting the bids and awarding the bids.
okay,
So, I mean, I took every step that USI did,
okay.
and they came
Okay.
back with the proposal.
Okay. I agree with what Andrew said.
I'm fine.
We've never had a problem helping you out with the bridge.
Right,
It's just when and how, and
right.
how much, what fund. And
Well, that's why
we've been,
we want to go, you know, we told them we have to do the formal study, write up the specs, do the bidding.
are you still gonna cable
Yes,
it? Okay.
definitely,
I think
because
that's the,
we may have to wait until
Yeah.
24 to get all the necessary funds. I mean, our quotes
Yeah.
from 2020 are probably way out. there.
yeah, we're at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so,
Yes, Kim.
So there is no guarantee money from the county at this point. Go to,
I would not guarantee a specific number from the county at this point, until you talk to the council. I would never allocate anything without talking to them anyways on this.
they make that decision. All we can do is,
Your opinion.
show our favor of moving forward, and then they decide what.
Now, county council, seven people who basically run all the money in the county.
so they can't set aside money and guarantee money for the future, or they could.
It has to be budgeted every year.
Right.
It would have to be used in that year
It
now,
does
or
not have to be used in that year, but what I'm saying is just because all that money's been collected,
yes.
doesn't mean it's been earmarked for you to, oh, well, we've had 5 years of 40,000, so we should have this much money in there. That's what I'm saying. I can't say that they're gonna look at it like that.
They could look at it, but they
But they could. I'm just saying they may not, so I don't want you to get your hopes up and think, we should have 200 and some
Yeah,
thousand.
so we need to look at it for that, if you.
I'm just trying to be realistic.
Yeah.
in the minutes, will it say the commissioners are in favor of some type of money in the future?
Yeah, I don't have a problem supporting, that. I'm just a little unfamiliar with that fund looks like at the moment and what the council thought process is. I don't mind supporting the bridge at all. I just can't. I can't sit here and say I'm in favor of an X amount of dollars.
No, I'm not asking.
Because I'm not educated enough at the moment to even realize what that fund
No,
looks
we
like.
understand the process now.
I don't have a. I'm on the year, so I can't get on. So Q Bridge, the end of May, there was 858,000 in there, but
then,
There's been some expenses.
We have.
Right.
well,
No, we're
that's bridges too.
That's for.
Right, that is every.
Right, I understand that, we were just talking about that 43,000 the council
And we
set
do,
up.
yeah, we do have to make this right, great project.
Yeah.
They should say everything, I've got every penny of that.
Okay, well, that's
But I
what we
mean,
are.
we'll do what we can.
Right.
You know,
Well, we're gonna take the two steps, get the bridge,
Yeah.
go on with the, study.
I know I will make myself things, but it is our hope that one day here in the year to come, by 2024, we will have at least one solar farm in the community.
Right,
And if the council chooses to do the economic development part on the abatements, you're not getting off for free or anything, we're paying tax, we just do it a different way. We could have a substantial amount of money, which we would absolutely, at that point, is a whole different model. But we can say, we can approve it, and just so the council approves it, we can use it for roads, we can donate it to this, we can donate it to that,
well, that's why we want to.
and that's what I told Carol. This ART money is not made for the bridge.
Right. Well,
But this money could be, and it's real close to happening.
good. Well, that's why we wanna get the study done and get things prepared for bidding, so.
Yeah, okay. You do understand that we will pay for the study. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, I just don't, yeah,
Okay.
I just don't ever want you guys to think we're not interested in
Right.
helping. It's
I'm
just,
just telling you,
Some of these funds, our hands are tied, you know, because I know it seems that you're being cheated or, you know, or something, but it's not the case.
Yeah, I'm not, yeah, I'm saying be able to find out.
yes,
On
and they have on staff an engineer that's worked with both CLR and Van Powell on covered bridge, so I'm sure they'll do that.
the,
yeah,
Well, thank
thanks, Henry.
Okay, thank you. Any other public comment at this time? None. Let's move on to the minutes and get one through.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of July 18th.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Yeah. Claim 1,145, the amount of $260,489.80. And again, total for the payroll funds.
I make a motion to accept.
I will second
All those in favor?
Aye.
Review and acknowledge the first monthly report for June 2022.
I'll make a motion. Consent.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Being reported collections. I've submitted, health department for June.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Request for additional appropriation, for the county general jail for front and meals in the amount of $6,000.
Terry here.
I don't want
That.
that. I think
I hope it's enough.
they're usually good.
They told me that it's a constant increase of food prices.
No, I get that. I want to make sure
Oh.
we don't even make it a 75.
I got you. Gotcha.
We don't have to republish.
Yes.
I don't want it to be
You might have more.
number 31.
We'll take letters and we'll come back to that one.
Okay, bids for power board.
That's that.
I have one bid.
One bid.
I don't know who it's from.
Oh, right here.
So, and,
Oh, you're.
Oh, okay. So,
We have one steel bid for pad rollers. Please, from Westside Tractor. The bid amount for the pad roller, it is the 2021 pad foot roller is the amount of 131,000 even, 131.
Obviously, we don't need it, right? We can not do it. I'll make a motion to accept the bid from Westside Tractor for $131,000.
I'll second that.
All those in favor, signify by saying yes. Thank you, Okay, that's, I think we all only received one, it was a fine. That's good. Okay. And here. Very long. One, three, and there's the one you want some. So that is given them the unpublished. Evidently, Mrs. found it, it's something wasn't right. This is one of shots on. I don't know. Yeah. Turns on that. Sorry. Trying to get things straight here. Ready to move on to the resolution 2022-05.
No, truck scallopers.
Okay, okay, so sorry. And hold on, skip right over.
That's right. I'm used to it now.
I didn't want to wait until the holiday.
Oh,
I didn't know.
is this okay? You want to do it now? Okay. I guess, give me money and I'll take it back. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? Wow.
It's dark and Jason.
So going back to the roller. Just let me know how you want to do. You do wire transfers. Yeah, because we can, if I get that information for leave, I'll send it to our corporate office to do a wire transfer, when that's completed, then we'll pick that roller up from the highway part. I think that would be clean. Probably, I don't know, I'll find out. Okay. That'll be fine, so, and I know it's been talked about between the highway department and we about,
the money is that if we did get the roller about this warranty stuff, I think the cleanest way, correct me if I'm wrong, is just write you a check and then you write us a check instead of having to put it in
Yes.
an account, all that. I'd rather not do that. Okay. So, back here, we finally got everything kind of finalized on this warranty and maintenance contract stuff. So, it's in two sections here, but the top half is the actual warranties. And so, what we've done, there's 13 machines in play. 2 of them are going to be traded out here shortly because the two graders coming in. 3 of them we're leaving alone, which are in the white areas, which leaves us the other 8 machines that are in yellow. So what we've discussed with Jason and his crew is we're trying to make everything the same. So what we did is went out and said, okay, look at the hours you're putting on the machine. And so we did is we went for 2 years, we're doing 2 additional years. So we're doing 1,000 hours over 2 years of additional warranty. Now that warranty is what they call powertrain and hydraulic, PP&H, which means it will cover engine, hydraulics, hydraulic pump, hydraulic drive motors, emission controls, basically everything on the machine except the electronics, unfortunately. And I can't get that based upon the hours and where the machines are right now. So that's what we've done. So if you total that up on the 8 remaining machines, it's 71,665. Plus we have an additional cost of $566, which is in the middle column says upgrade. That is for, there's a 60G that was previously purchased, a mini excavator that does not have telematics on it, which we've discussed and decided we want the telematics on there so we can diagnose the machine when needed. So that's the top part with the warranty. Then the second half, and continues on the next page, there again 13 machines, 2 being traded, we're leaving those alone. There are 7 other machines that are still active with the maintenance contract. Okay. So that just leaves us 4 machines that we needed to upgrade or add a maintenance contract to. Now, depending on the machine and the hours on the machine, each one is probably a little different cost in it, and that's why I highlighted those in red. And it tells you which services are going to be done. The next one for that, like the first one you see going down the column is at 3,500 hours and 4,000 hours, and for another 24 months, 1,000 hours. And that cost there. So kind of summarize, if there's questions, let me know, but I'm just kind of skip right to the chase here. So if you look at what is it, summarize the totals on the second page. So what you're looking at to the county is an additional cost of 97,972. 2 years. 2 years on the machines that we're touching right now. Now, I will tell you that the 2 graders that are coming out here in the next month or so, one's already at our store, the other one has not arrived yet. That machine, when we budgeted it, I have it set up, the payment plan was 5 years with $1 buyout at the end. And I can explain why we did the $1 buyout. That's, you have a question, we can go over that. But I also included in that 5 years, that same period, 5 years, the maintenance plan and the warranty, so that we don't have to touch that for 5 years.
The 98,000, was that a lump sum payment? Is that a 2-year payment?
Okay, so yeah, so the warranty part would have to be a lump sum. The maintenance, we can set that up. The warranty, I have no control over. We buy it, we have to pay for it. The PM is done internally with Westside, so we can set that up monthly, we can set it by the hour, we can set up semi-annual, whatever you want to do. Now, the 566, that's a one-time shock to them. I don't know. Jason, there goes your real point, buddy.
And the reason we're doing this, equipment. By, with the warranties on, the software training done and everything else. Website services, everything that they rent the service animals and, the machine, what we've done to this is help us with trainings, and be here. The ROI is about one income. I mean, yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you an example. Yeah, could be, transmission, could be 60-some thousand dollars. An engine, I think last time we did an engine, it's been a while ago, they look pretty good. I think last engine was, a little over $50,000. So, I mean, yeah, it's an insurance plan. I hate spending the money, but, we kind of got in that position because originally what I had proposed, this goes back to Bud was here, is that we would come in when the warranty was like a month before it's ready to expire. I would come back and say, hey, this is how many hours you ran the machine. Let's look at a warranty extension for this amount of money because you can either overbuy or underbuy warranty based on the hours. But they got away from us in the last couple of years.
Do you have any budgeted for any of this and it's not? For any of Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be clear, which. We'll have to appropriate.
So, without being said, I can look at Chuck next year, on one of these, maybe coming up, the budget for. Now,
I just didn't know how quickly you did those things, for additional appropriations. Yeah, we do. I just have one I'm gonna have to add. What amount that should be approved next month.
the whole thing, yeah, 72, 10, basically, month, and then part of the 25 hundred split up.
She still has to do additional appropriations, even though the money's,
Yeah.
whenever you sell equipment, you receive it back in, you can't just put it in the line item, it's like with the process, the board one.
We have.
Right.
I think it okay, so you can use some of those funds.
And change my, upgrade my income of $131,000, we're getting units for this back.
I mean, yeah,
Is that agreeable with you guys?
I'm well, I won't know. Want to get way here, I won't get back.
Okay.
Oh, I see. I'm trying to follow.
Any motion for additional appropriation and NVH maintenance in the amount of £98.
I'll make that.
That was shooting the bed, advertise, and then always.
September meeting will be.
Okay.
Well, if you want to take.
That's where.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Something that the money going to NVH, so we're gonna have to use money out of NVH. Let's go back where money was down.
So the question I have is, wait until it's approved to purchase warranties? Is that what we need to do on our end? I just want to make sure, I hate leaving the county without anything, because we're talking, what, a 2-month period. Yeah, I mean, engine goes or transmission goes.
I think, you know, if the other commissioners in favor of moving forward, we can go ahead and do that and take out and engage and.
But what I'll do then is I will go ahead and draw all the paperwork up. We don't need any signature, we just buy it.
Okay,
But then how about we then, if that's the case, if the commissioners are okay with this, we'll go ahead and buy it. And then bill the county. And then that way, you know, there's an outstanding bill that's gonna be coming back, or coming to you folks, if that's okay. I just don't want to go another day.
I
or
just, I
another
don't
week.
want to drag it out. You know, so,
Exactly.
yeah, we just
We've done that.
forward and figure out some stuff. Yeah, let's get this done.
Okay, that's fine, if that's okay with us.
Yeah, but
Evidently, it's okay. And then, like I said, council will have final say on just moving funds around, what funds they want to pay for. I mean.
Okay. Okay. And I'll give it to you back. Get the wire.
Okay, sounds good. The breakdown was very good.
Well, I tried, but it's been a long time coming because we did some issues with other warranty companies on where we did. Okay. Thank you. Any number of questions? Thank you.
thank you.
Can we go to the resolution now?
You can go to the.
No problem. We got now.
What's our?
Resolution 2022 5, and this is approving the transfer of real property of Brown County to the city of Pleasanton.
And the,
County on, I didn't.
No, I got it.
He drafted it. No, I didn't go on comments about it.
Okay.
No,
It just says the meeting's prepared, the mayor wanted to make sure that he thought, and I wasn't aware, but Tim, I think, clarified that the tower property is not county property, that's owned by the state of Indiana, right? No, it's federal government. The tower is the jail. The tower is the jail at the state of Indiana here. State tower. That's state. Yeah, oh, yeah. That's not ours to do.
Yeah, I think that the main thing they need to do when you're transferring the city, they need to know that when they start. You need to get a hold of the state.
I gave Brad that information long time ago. But whether you have it still or not, that's something. No, and the one guy was going to retire, like, I'm sure he's retired now, the guy, one of the guys I talked to that was supposed to came down here, he was going to retire, so I'm sure he had by now,
Yeah,
since we beat this out for.
yeah, so if nothing else, get a hold of me and I'll. contact
Yeah,
them,
okay.
Because they need to know what, once that wall goes, jail's gone, it's all over.
They've got some stuff done both in there too.
So just to be clear, this is lot 26 on the old file, 27, 40, and 41. Okay.
I'll make a motion to transfer the old county jail and lots and such on to the city of Devon.
I'll take him.
All those in favor? Aye. 9-3.
And I'd also like to state that I'm giving them anything. It would have cost us $85,000 to tear it down. So they're not getting any. They're not going to get it away or not.
Okay, now on to departments. Hiding. You know, when we get to the other building, we'll be able to see everybody.
Yeah. I hope. Morning. Just real quick, Matt and the concrete individuals that work on concrete were there yesterday. They will company that's coming in will cut the concrete out tomorrow, remove it, and then Matt will be in on Wednesday to dig out and get the sewer line out and replace it.
Roger, when we, there at one point, you know.
It's up to, he didn't really say he was gonna be there, but if you guys would like for him to check in, I can call him and let him know, just,
Before you have to pack up.
If he's referring to the project, I think it's happens, yeah.
that's fine, I'll get all right and let him know. So, I don't know,
Are you gonna keep it open once they reach?
yes, I'm gonna keep it open for a couple months. Plan it, I think, my thought is when they remove the concrete, it'd be like a P-fill gravel under
Yeah.
it. Then they'll dig down, obviously, and then they'll fill that back in. The plan is to fill it up with like plywood, maybe try to level with the floor, and leave it for a couple of months. And see if that fixes the issue, and if it does, then I talked with Beth and Matt's wife, and he seemed to be okay with that. He kind of chuckled a little bit, he says, "What, you don't trust me?" I'm like, no, it's not trusting, it's my luck, it's how it works. And so, he was okay with that, and then they'll come back in and put rebar back in, like what Roger's asking for, and pour that back in.
Yeah.
So I did, Danville Flooring was there last week. I didn't see the price yet, but I'm going to show it to you guys. I don't know, I think Tim was there. I had Tim Rummer come in on the also do, I don't know if anything like that, but I'll check on it. So fingers crossed, I don't know. May not have to move per se, maybe I'll just stay there, but if we do, I'll go with you guys and want maybe use me for So, I apologize, Andrew, I did not get the numbers from PHI, I just read that. I was around there. Well, I was around Jill on Thursday and I didn't even think about asking, but I gotta know you're all.
Thank you.
I have a budget,
Oh, okay, perfect.
pick your date.
Take my time.
Yes, please.
Okay. All right,
How's the, back with applicants?
rough.
Yeah.
We've been trying to, typically the routine is when the two trucks in, Petersburg go out, we always move the Attica truck to the center,
I've seen that.
We've probably been setting it elsewhere, just because of that. It's been challenging, we're,
Till November.
I'm here November 30th.
Yeah,
Oh,
trust me, I know.
What I'm
It's
hearing.
terrible. I'll hold it.
There's really no easy way to go, I mean, honestly. Maybe,
Work way out of the way, 400, you can't keep the people on.
no, I mean, you can go up Ellsworth, you can do Ellsworth, but it's so narrow when you get down between 160 west and 41, it's narrow, and we need any farm machinery here pretty soon, we're done.
Yeah.
So, and then if you go 300 north over to 341 and up. Yep. So, there's been some we've talked to, where we're at, some discussion is coming. Like we're going to Williamsport, coming 136 to 63 and going up north that way. We're especially on the west side of, Petersburg. I mean, you could go up Corporation Line Road and zigzag around through there, but still. So. Yeah, it's very challenging, but they keep closing bridges on 41. We get used to them. They just keep moving north.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything else?
All
Okay.
right. Thank you.
thanks for that.
Just here. The only thing that I did is we did apply for the mitigation grant.
Okay.
26,000 dollars. Even though it was the what happened was the, what we were doing on the last one, everything got flowed and we got ours done, we were actually, you're behind and you're here. Thank you, that's all.
Thank you.
Then, if you have anything to know.
I've got one here, I told Eric, and I'll send an email.
Okay, if that's fine, okay. Andrew and I plan to come to the budget hearing, so you know we can be there.
Well, I can be there.
So,
Okay, all right, so I mean, if you have any questions, you know, prior, and feel free to reach out to the council, and just. Anything. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. You're up.
I got a couple of things. First off, we're gonna start chip sealing tomorrow. If any of you would like a list of where we're going, anybody would like to post it on their social media, we're gonna try to.
We do have a Facebook page that is not being utilized because no one's really overseeing that. I don't know if you want to take that in the future. I mean, I have access to Brad. I think you do.
I have a route of where we're going, like townships in there, that way, if anybody would like to post that, we can.
We following all this stuff?
No,
Any other?
probably not right now. Not at this time at least, so
Well, that stuff's nice.
it is.
Covered that rock, that insurance company, really like.
Yeah. It's expensive, so.
Yeah.
We'll see, once we get done, we can do any of that.
Okay.
We do have speaking of the pad foot roller. Is there any way I can sign for the release, or did that have to come through commissioners? Just to kind of streamline that so we can.
Yeah, I think when you have the authority to sign that, there's no, like a title or anything.
Right.
That you have to sign.
Okay. So we're good on that. One other thing we were discussing back there, we have a reclaimer that goes on around the grader that Rusty bought, that it was for the grader program. We're not doing that any longer. Boone County is interested in that. We may need to put that out for bid.
You can sell to another, we can sell to the government for whatever terms.
Okay, all right, well, okay, well, that will.
Yeah, I was gonna do a pass through, we bought it, but if you want to sell, you can take sell county to county, you want to worry about it.
Yeah, okay.
Then I'll get Max and Jason. Thank you.
Other than that, we're dealing with the D4 and 41 traffic as best as we can. So,
Yeah, these guys can work the road a day later or an hour later, it's pulled back up.
we've got signs up, all the bridges. So,
The dead end.
the dead ends everywhere, yeah. Anything you guys have? All right, well, I'll get you the roads.
Thank you.
Greg, did you have anything for landfill?
Hang on, I'm not. How many, hey Jason, how many miles of difference are you projecting? This route? 35, 40. Thank you. Yeah, we got enough material.
Well, I don't have, I noticed on the minutes, you got down, you put in there that, Tim said that Yanko called and is interested in purchasing 10 acres of the landfill, that's not landfill. What the 10 acres we're talking about, north of solid waste, that's just county property. Oh, okay. Don't want to say land. Okay. Not selling them the land. No. So you want to take that off the minutes and just say county property.
I'll let Colleen take care of that.
Other than that, you know, I don't. Okay.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, hang on. We didn't do anything on the 50, is 50 making permanent, or is 50 gonna be?
We don't want to, by the average of
the months. 50 should get us there.
Yeah, that's 75.
The 75.
Okay. Okay, that definitely is there.
No, you only have to advertise it once.
Well,
I
Yeah.
will make a motion to do an additional appropriation for prisoner meals in the amount of 75,000.
Do you want to sign for budget? Tell me what time. It's something works, I can change it. Send an email.
Thank you.
Okay, and
That's it.
that's it? How are we doing on inmates?
We're averaging about 70. We were up to 75 for a couple of weeks and
How many
a
more?
few of them went to prison, so.
How many more are
20 and 30 out of counties. Well,
Oh, out of them.
yeah, we haven't gotten below 28 so far.
Right. So. There's one more on, yeah.
Dale, have anything? Rick is asking me to look into, the possibility of buying 2 trees to replace the trees we were going to move it. I've talked to Bellinger, the DNR, the Purdue, and Evergreen in Crawfordsville. Still working on a few other places to check with, but depending on the type of tree, it'll either most likely be in the spring that they will be planted. Some trees do better if they're planted in the fall. That would be an oak, but I don't know if we want to go with an oak. But anyway, Rick and I are trying to come up with a proposal, and it'll probably be under 5,000. That's a rough estimate from Evergreen, so.
How many of those these are?
We can ask if we get the largest, we can get the front, and then it would be a smaller one. It'll be 2 different species of trees. And the Solomon was finding somebody who has a tree spade. Bellinger's does, but Bellinger just changed hands, and so the people I work with in the past, the people are no longer there. So we're not sure what the status is there. We're working on it. If we plan, it probably would be October or November.
Carol, you're not thinking about who of them are.
Basically, that was one possibility that they discussed, if you don't like that.
They back and forth.
And the problem is that most streets have, just like people, most streets
Yeah.
have issues.
I'm going to see you right up here. Thank you for bringing that. Yes, I think officially, as long as the mayor signs off.
I haven't signed the warranty deed yet, I have to do that yet.
Brenda hasn't signed yet.
We'll update you, but you're within hours of being finished, but that makes you happy.
I haven't signed the foreign notary.
So we're not waiting, no, it's time to do it. What we're gonna look at.
So we are working on, alternatives for that.
I just want to make sure, when I got appointed, somebody like Peter. I had a point meeting now, okay, it was about a week, someone was like here. Well, everything was wrong.
Okay. Earl.
Yeah, that's what, You can let us know later in the day so that we can make sure someone's there. We want us, but- Well, you better get your stuff.
For a tractor. We had inspections last week, and that has to be outside, it cannot be stored inside, so we're just going to enclose that carport over to the big jail. Park it in there, so.
One brand. Right. I'm sure they don't make this error.
Like, ASAP.
Yeah.
It should be, they need over there.
Oh, but if it's not,
Yeah.
I'm thinking,
Don't grow your feet.
you want to make it, you did.
I'll try to get it this week, but it needs to be in the evening when it's less traffic, so we can get here.
Okay, thank you.
And you respond, anybody,
I just mentioned that this morning, I reached out to him, he left me an email to see what's going on. Yeah, I will, I don't know why I didn't come back. Okay,
I don't think we're gonna take the company once a month when somebody thing. They need to be tracked. Okay.
what company are you doing? What was it? Okay,
You don't be there.
okay, just let me know. Thank you.
County farm.
Didn't know some, just trying to determine whether it's best to schedule that. Because that is probably an option, if we want to do that as a separate special meeting, has to be in the notice meeting. Do that and we got commission meeting. Because you don't have to have a full quorum to receive those bids and no bids. You could negotiate it and then at the next meeting approve. You know, it's just like we could do it for the end of a regular meeting or do it separately.
Doesn't matter.
Well, I think we could probably schedule it separately for 10:30 on a regular meeting day. If I can do that. Just right now, line up the publication date for the yeah.
How many days before the 10? We're probably looking at first meeting in September.
Matter if two of them that have gone bid on it. Buy it. They probably it depends on how they make it a business. They buy it subject to the. Okay. Even between A and B. And A by B, then that's condition.
Just to remind people, this is 16, 17 acres, it's not even really wood, thorn trees and brush and John Hogan over a year ago, possibly buy next to the property and then, Thornton, I also didn't do from farm account. So this isn't any buildable land or anything that people want to do different things.
second. That first meeting in Monday at that time, September is actually on a Tuesday. Of the Labor Day, so it'll be September 6th at 10:30.
And then, you get that. And the solar farm contract is issued. I didn't see in there, and where we did a chance to buy it back. You see that? Okay. Hold on. Okay. Yeah.
I'll make a motion to close the meeting. Yeah.